The Lost Colony of Roanoke. A colony vanished without a trace. Over 100 men, women, and children disappeared, leaving behind only one cryptic clue. A single word: CROATOAN. Was it a massacre, starvation, or something far stranger? This is the story of the Lost Colony of Roanoke, one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American history. In the late 16th century, England was eager to establish a foothold in the New World. Spain had already grown wealthy from its colonies, and Queen Elizabeth I wanted England to claim its share. She granted a charter to Sir Walter Raleigh, a nobleman and explorer, to establish a colony in North America. Raleigh's vision was ambitious. He hoped to create a permanent settlement that would secure England's claim to the continent, provide resources, and serve as a base for attacking Spanish ships. In 1584, his first expedition explored the region now known as North Carolina, naming the land Virginia in honor of the Virgin Queen. In 1585, the first attempt at colonization began. A group of about 100 men, led by Ralph Lane, established a settlement on Roanoke Island. But the colony quickly ran into trouble. Food was scarce, relationships with the local Algonquian tribes soured, and tensions rose. The colony's survival depended on resupply from England. However, relief was delayed, and the settlers, desperate, resorted to violence against the local tribes. Eventually, when Sir Francis Drake passed by in 1586, he found the colony in dire condition. The remaining settlers abandoned Roanoke and returned to England. Despite the failure of the first colony, Raleigh was determined to try again. In 1587, a second expedition was sent, this time with families, including women and children. Led by John White, the group of 115 settlers intended to build a permanent English settlement. Unlike the first attempt, this colony was meant to be self-sustaining. But once again, trouble loomed. Relations with the Native Americans were tense, and the settlers struggled to find food. Hoping to secure supplies, John White sailed back to England, leaving his family behind, including his newborn granddaughter, Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the New World. White had intended to return quickly, but fate had other plans. England was at war with Spain, and all available ships were needed to fight the Spanish Armada. White was unable to return for 3 years. When he finally made it back to Roanoke in 1590, he found nothing. The colony was deserted. There were no signs of struggle, no bodies, no clues, except one, the word CROATOAN carved into a wooden post. The letters CRO were also found on a nearby tree. What happened to the settlers of Roanoke? Historians and researchers have debated this mystery for centuries, but no definitive answer has ever been found. Here are some of the most popular theories. The most widely accepted theory is that the settlers moved to CROATOAN Island, modern-day Hatteras Island, and integrated with the local Native American tribe. Some later explorers claim to have seen Native Americans with European features, possibly descendants of the Roanoke settlers. Another possibility is that a hostile tribe, such as the Powhatans, massacred the colonists. However, there was no evidence of violence or destruction at the site, making this theory less likely. At the time, England and Spain were bitter rivals. Some suggest that Spanish forces from Florida could have wiped out the colony. Yet, there are no Spanish records indicating such an attack. The colony may have simply succumbed to starvation, harsh weather, or disease. If the settlers scattered in small groups to survive, they may have eventually died out without a trace. Some believe that something more mysterious happened, perhaps a paranormal force, an ancient curse, or something beyond human understanding. While unlikely, the lack of concrete evidence has fueled countless legends and ghost stories. In recent years, new discoveries have reignited interest in the lost colony. Archaeologists have found European artifacts on Hatteras Island, lending support to the integration theory. Advances in DNA research may one day prove whether modern Native American tribes have English ancestry from Roanoke. Still, the fate of the lost colony remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. What really happened to the settlers of Roanoke? Will we ever uncover the truth? Or will this mystery remain forever lost to time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical mysteries on Echoes of Time.